Y'all, we ready now. 271 put his he just put a Newport out on the cover. And
probation officer left.
Probation officer left. My little brother, like, he just sold about 6 more jerseys while the show is going on. So if you guys get a chance, go to Solomon Walker page. Now, I got 2 brothers named Solomon Walker. Don't get the bright skin when he ain't selling no jersey. Get the one that's about my complexion or about a shade or 2 darker. Get anything you want, y'all. If you want jerseys, you want hat, he got it all. That's just a shameless plug there. Why 271? Oh, no, we on now, y'all. It's all the way live. So
I see y'all.
We got 271.
Y'all look good.
Boy, y'all looking good over there.
Okay.
Are y'all ready now, man?
Oh, y'all live now.
Let's bring this thing up, baby.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
This is what I want to do. I have the honor and the pleasure of having my folks, the people who have always had my back on the couch in the G spot tonight. I'm sorry, the G2.
Oh, this is the G spot.
Okay, this is the G spot.
Okay.
All
right. You know, G spot can be determined 2 ways.
Yeah, and we gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I think G spot.
You just said her brother's names.
We're not doing that. My family members. First of all, and I really want you guys to talk about what you do professionally before we go into the other realm of while we're here. This is my brother from another, Mr. Rodney Barneswell.
Mr. $1 Million.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
A little bit about what I do. Can they see me?
Your camera's there.
Oh, wait a minute. One thing about this.
Because that camera's on us.
Okay.
So we on Facebook Live. We got YouTube. Our YouTube channel.
A little bit about what I do. What do I do?
Do billionaire.
Brilliant. I help find you homes. Billionaire. And let's say we're Billionaire. I don't want to talk too much about Billionaire.
Okay.
But DragaCon. Speak about DragaCon. The experience. If you've ever been to any type of what type of show we would say? Exotic shows, meaning like drag performances and things of that nature. Impersonators. This is the show you want to come see. It's the hottest show out right now. DragaCon, the experience. Everybody that you see on this couch, we all and follow the page on Instagram, DragaCon. It is spelled DRAGAK as in ON. So that's DragaCon. Follow the page and you can see what it's all about. And I'm gonna turn it over to my partner.
All right, thank you. I'm Terrell, Mr. Blessed Hands.
Yes.
One more time.
I'm the owner of Crave My Cakes. You know, and I love the way I've been in business for about cakes tonight.
So let me say this. Terrell sponsored us with some cupcakes, I think like maybe the 3rd or the 4th episode. And so we kind of had somewhat of a little underlying competition between the Pink Cakery and because the Pink Cakery is Walter Law and this is my brother. So, you know, we kind of had a little underlying situation going on, but they're both equally delicious. You know, you got us treats tonight.
Almost definitely.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
You're fine. Yeah, I've been doing my baking thing for maybe like 5 years now. I decided maybe 3 years ago, you know, just step out faith and create a business. My first love was actually cooking. So baking was something that I just randomly put out there. I said, you know, let me just try to put an Instagram post out there and see where it takes me. And God has been blessing me on the way. I love to cook, so I will be showcasing my next level of my business beginning of next year. So along with baking, I will be introducing food next year. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Come on with it.
Yeah.
Pass it over to Sis.
Hey, good afternoon or evening, everybody. My name is Tanya Colbert. I work full-time for the public schools. I'm a family advocate, youth advocate. I've been working with families and youth for well over 30 years now. And I also, again, wear many hats like many of the people that you see here today. I work with Billionaire as a consultant. I also work with DragaCon as one of the administrative assistants and support that effort. And I have my own business, Sister Consultant, and I help other nonprofits build capacity and develop partnerships.
Can I say something to y'all? I love how everybody's so professional. It was so beautiful. That's what I need right there. See how that broke just that quick? Now, into the meat of this here conversation. We do this. As we cover the businesses, everybody has gotten their introductions in. I want to make sure that my big homie over here is educated tonight. Again, are part of the LGBTQ community. May I introduce you as who you really are?
You sure can.
They are married. This is probably one of the best relationships I've ever seen in my life. I am also like, they treat me and Tanya like their wives. They said until we get husbands, they are our husbands. When I say they treat me better than any man I've ever dealt with in my life.
I gotta do better, don't I?
Yeah. Yeah, talk about that.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying, the love that is there, they're not overboard with it. I know a lot of times people get offended by, you know, when you see certain people that are in a community because they tend to go overboard.
Yeah.
And you don't have to be overboard and just dramatic with it in order for you to be who you are. So that's part of why we're here tonight, and we want to be educated on certain things when it comes to just bringing these two communities and the diversity, because the one thing that we are big on. Oh, damn, who came in and
y'all don't know who this is right here. I just got to talk about this Negro. He been working about 3 months. Listen, man, I need Negro. We didn't mean to cut off because you in the middle of something deep right there. Y'all got no.
Oh my God.
This is the new Black Tony, y'all. The new Black Tony. The new Black Tony in the hot dog. Y'all find Emmanuel Walker, man. Let Emmanuel. Hey, look, check this out. You just asked about my cousin, Emmanuel. Hey, man, if y'all know Emmanuel Walker, man, let him know. I guess he started watching the show when the new Black Tony left. Nigga, you ain't gonna cousin. How you gonna leave the show when the new Black Tony don't ever show up? This is, hey, check it out, this is another one of my former students. I don't know Miss Boy Thick without this brother. Okay. So we were working with this artist, right? Working with this artist, and she was here right here at the G-Spot. I was just supposed to come in, train her on how to speak in front of the camera, how to do so on and so forth. And it's just like Alex and I just make this immediate connection. And then you know, she said, I don't know how it's gonna play itself out, but some kind of way we're gonna be working down the road. The next thing you know, Alex was doing her. Y'all know she had the TV show over here, right on Metropolitan or whatnot, man. I was guest on the show. It was like that energy. We just knew, like, it's something about this energy right here. And when I got ready to get a co-host, everybody was just like, man, who you gonna get? You know, everybody was saying, hey, let me do it, Brian, do a podcast, whatnot. And I said, no, we got this thing a big to do, and I want y'all to help me. We're gonna do it again. Okay. Yeah. Because at first we had this little rollout. We went to a nice cigar bar, it was quaint, but now we got more family coming in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Now we got two. Man, we got two folks who can do doggone cakes, cupcakes, and all that stuff. Man, we might be doing weddings on the damn podcast pretty soon, man. Like all your cakes. I'm just telling you. But somebody asked, are you serious? Yeah. Hey man, look, check this out. On the last show when Miss Boy Thick come back, I know she hurt y'all because her stomach was just growling like hell. I gotta say this right here. Why she not in here? It's my time right now. I got 2 phones. One for the plug, one for the load. Miss Boy Thick, y'all. We're gonna leave and go because I'm gonna eat right after this, man. The girl's stomach growling so bad, y'all. I was embarrassed. I'm gonna be honest with you. Get back over here, finish what I'm saying. So some cupcakes. I want to show you. Let's show them. Hey, what a good camera. This one right here.
We got live reaction when you got to bite down.
Oh yeah, that's what we did with We did that with the big thing right there. Everybody want to grab me?
Oh, yeah. I know they want your reaction.
Your reaction.
Okay. They know my reaction.
Tanya, I ain't gonna tell a lie. My fur reaction. So this strawberry one right here.
Oh yeah, he likes. What did strawberry remind you of her?
Well, that's clean. I want you to capture.
Y'all not with the shenanigans for tonight's show. I don't know what to tell you.
I want you to capture my expression and Tanya's expression at the same time.
You can't drop these. You want a lemon? I want strawberry.
This is my favorite right here. Terrell, let me just let you know, bro. When my birthday comes, I'm a Capricorn.
December 31st.
December 30th.
30th.
Yeah, my brother. You know, we celebrate the 30th through the 1st. J-Dub is on the 1st of January.
I knew we did on the 31st.
Well, we did the next one.
I'm about to.
Oh, look.
No, heard it. You want one?
No, good. Hey, Kane.
Oh, yeah.
Let me just tell you this right here. We don't care about no crumbs and nothing right here tonight, baby.
We got
that vacuum cleaner. God, so why baby? So that looks like the juice spot right there.
Oh, you know what?
It actually does.
Hold on, y'all can't be.
Oh, man. Listen, we all got 5 miles. She got one.
Oh, okay. Look, y'all. Look, check this out, y'all. This right here is gonna be something special. Now I'm telling y'all. You like trying to get the strawberry and all of them motherfuckers?
Hey, whatever you capable of doing.
Yeah, we told y'all this show might get a little freaky. We don't know what might happen here. Here it come now. Terrell, here it come.
Let me see.
Damn.
Oh,
Now this for y'all real super French fans.
you know what?
Oh, you know what? Oh.
Little girl named Nick. Oh, that's a little jealous now. A little jealous on that, Terrell.
Don't be now. Don't be.
Hey, y'all. Hey, bro. Woo.
They
Hey,
good.
y'all. Let me tell you this. I'm gonna go and start selling some Valentine Club cakes right here.
Okay.
If you eat this thing right here, and you follow the Walking With One podcast, yeah, we're gonna have this on both podcasts, the Waking the Genius podcast also. This stuff right here, this has to be aphrodisiac. I'm telling you, as soon as I hit that thing, you hear my see, you remember we were talking professional at first.
You know what?
I said, as soon as I hit that thing, I'm ready
Yeah.
to turn this thing over. So let me tell y'all why we here, baby. Last week, we were getting ready for the show. Alice told me, she said, Walt, we about to do Black Pride. Boy, I threw my fist up in the air like that. I said, yes. I said, Atlanta actually doing Black Pride, but we'll never celebrate. Y'all know from a cultural perspective. Like, man, we actually don't even celebrate Black Pride. And then here it go right here.
Oh.
Terrell, Roger.
Yeah.
She said, I put my fist up like this here. She said, yeah, it's kind of.
That ain't it.
That ain't it.
That
Yeah.
ain't it.
But this why the meeting was so good. I knew she broke out a pack of old Mac skin on your nostril.
How about you?
Yeah.
Bro, I knew it was about to be a big conversation. She said, Walt, you want some crackling? I got the Mac skin. Then she said, we also, I think we're going to tackle Black Pride. And then I did, she said, no, not that one, but we'll get to it. Then she said, and we're going to do Dragon Con. I said, I always wanted to wear one of them costumes. Oh, I was over two.
You was a long way from it.
Roger, I missed all of it, Roger.
So you went from here,
Yes.
then you went from putting on the costume.
Like the Star Wars.
That's about that little big ass thing that they be having downtown. Everybody dress up in costume.
Yeah.
You know, you're a long way from it.
Yeah. So that's why we brought y'all here. She said, no, there's a Black Pride. And that's when I knew I had missed the mark. I don't know. I was riding down the street. I don't know who was a Dragon Con. Was it B103 or 1079? I heard it on the radio.
I think B103 did.
So I'm riding down. I was getting ready to get off on the old national exit. Off 285. And the man said, we want to make sure y'all don't get Black Pride mixed up with the Pride that comes in October. And I was sitting there saying, how the hell you get Black Pride mixed up with Pride Day? See, I never knew that we had our own Pride Day. That's why I thought they were saying Black Pride. And I'm like, I don't know how you can get those two mixed up. That one of them is around Labor Day, one of them is around this. But I still didn't know how we had Black Pride around Labor Day. I thought that would have been February.
Yeah.
And then Alice made it all clear. So now we got y'all here. Let's tell y'all the seriousness of this and the humor in all of this, because we want y'all to know that we are one family. And I tell people the reason we want to bring you guys here tonight, Tanya, as well as Roger and Terrell, everybody. We want y'all to know, man, when y'all see this black, red, and green right here, we want people. And I put this on the stage, right, Alex? I put this on the table right here because this is what I want everybody to take away from this show. If y'all notice, y'all, there are three black men sitting right here. Pull that right there, right? Terrell, pull one. No matter how you pull those, we all, let me put that on that camera right here. Look at it right here, y'all. No matter how you pull that thing, we're all three of us are together. Yeah. This is like a unity statue right here. I want everybody to see this, y'all. This is a unity statue. And I'm going to put this in the table. These are my brothers right now. I just adopted these brothers. And I'm telling y'all, man, we're about to ask y'all some questions because we got asked some stuff. And people were kind of like, you know how people get offended when you don't answer to something? So we were talking, and Alex and I, this is what we deduced it down to. Can we start with like the LGBT? We were talking to one of our other co-hosts, and they have a loved one who actually.
Can I stop for a moment? You got the item right there.
Oh, that's okay. Folks looking at that, they can be thinking about that all show.
Okay, you know, because I ain't yelling at you, but why you tell me?
So, Alex, you remember the acronym we got introduced to? We didn't know about this. This is another one of those times.
Well, kill it.
Kill it, yeah.
LGBTQAI+.
Or is it IA+? Are y'all familiar with that?
Say that one more time.
LGBTQAI+.
Is we all know what LGBTQ stands for. The A was asexual.
The I was.
So you got that's going into transgender. That's going into like the transgender, the trans
community. That part.
So that's why we want to ask, like, it's not so imagine if we're sitting here right now and you guys had to pause for a second.
Yeah.
So imagine like folks holding us to a standard that's like,
and we looking like all you is crickets.
And it's like, but this sister, she was a young sister, and she was just like, what I love about you guys, though, y'all are bold enough to ask the question and do it in a respectful manner.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And we told her what we loved about her was she was able to ask the question without condescension.
Yeah.
It's like, baby, how can we work on things? You know, like we got people coming on our podcast saying like, well, I think y'all should have said, we don't know. So tonight, what we decided to do was to bring like the people who actually can give real answers to it, and we wanted to have fun with it. But we also want to educate people on some things that we might not have the answer to, but we are going to ask questions that hopefully you guys can answer.
Okay.
If you can't answer, it'll be part 2. Because what we're not going to do is we're not going to allow our followers to walk away from here saying that we did not do our due diligence and bring in people that we feel like we can respect, people who are going to have taste and class, but we also going to have fun. We need to wild out too. Y'all know. So I think that's the thing that we got to find, the intersection of where communities meet. And I stop right here and turn it over to you guys and let Ms. Moore think that's the first question. But here's the thing that I want to happen after the show. Okay. First and foremost, I want us to continue this dialogue. And I want us to understand that because I was anticipating you guys in my advisory class on this week, I actually had some teenagers there, and I was telling them, I said, I want to do Walking with Teen Talk starting at school. We were doing it here, but our teens have gone up to college. In one of the conversations, there were like 3 girls in front of the room. One of them is an athlete, one of them is a pretty girl, the other one is like between the two, you know, and we were talking about the same conversation. And I asked, because one of the young men said, well, y'all just confused. I said, no, I'm not confused. And then I asked the girl, because I'm prepping for this show. But one thing I want to do after we have this show, I want to talk to teenagers and ask them, like, you know, he just said you're confused. Would y'all be able to have a show like this? Because your parents, a lot of times, y'all not going to talk like how y'all would talk to me and Ms. Boy and think, or how they might talk to you guys here to their parents. And they said, no, we would love to do that. And I said, see, because that's what the conversation has to start. Because we got students who are contemplating suicide. We got students who are all kinds of stuff. And I don't know why everybody feels comfortable talking to me, because I ain't never said nothing about, I knew anything about the community here. And you know, I don't say I agree, I don't say I disagree. But last year in class, and I'm done, this kid named Tom, I just say Tommy. We were sitting there, they were doing a project, and man, because I had created such a liberated space in my room, he read a book, man, that was just so provocative, because we were doing book talk. And when he did, man, he just like, I know this book right here, you know, he kind of dressed up a little bit. And I did something, man. I put my arm around him. I said, Tommy, I want to say this right here on the camera, man. Love you, little bro. I said, I got somebody I want to talk to. He's head of psychology with Sunset. I want him to make you feel comfortable with where you are and whatnot. And then when the camera stopped, he just said, Mr. Walker, why did you do that? I said, he said, man, everybody don't know you. We just on live or whatnot. I said, I meant that. I said, I want people to know, like, one thing about me, I've always been an empathetic, like, I was thug and I was empathetic even when I was young. I said, so I want people to know you one of my favorite students. So imagine me not saying that on my live when I was saying for one of my football players. If that makes sense right there, y'all. Right. So, but for him, it was just like, wow, and you know, creating some stuff that's too personal about like how I couldn't even talk to my own family about it. And I said, well, why did you talk to me about it? Because I ain't never said that I, you know, like, y'all get what I'm going with right here. Yeah. But it just seemed like everybody come and talk to me about it, girls and boys. Y'all feel me? So with that being said, y'all, we ready, man.
I'm glad you opened that. I want to just tag that because I'm not a part of the community outside of having family members that's a part. And every day that I work with DragonCon, I'm meeting new people that are truly from the community. I'm learning too.
Yes.
One of the reasons that I sit here is I've had years of experience working in middle and high school. And my space was always that one space kids felt comfortable coming to. I don't know, kids used to say I was the kid whisperer. I could walk into a room and truly command silence. I could walk into an auditorium, be full from the front to the back, and whisper. And everybody, man. There were times when things have come up missing. And when the kids on the street, in the school, find out that somebody did something to Miss Colbert, it is amazing to see how those students clicked up to make sure that whatever was taken from me was returned before I left that day. So I've had many opportunities working in a all males academy over many years of working with young men who were searching for identity. And I think oftentimes, especially as educators, parents too, we kind of create in our own minds what we want individuals to be, what we want schools to be. And that's not our role. Our role is to create a loving environment and help cultivate individuals to be all that they can be. I think a lot of times, especially in schools, we get so caught up on things that really don't matter, because no matter who you chose to love at the end of the day, my job is to educate you in the subject area and to help mold you into becoming an independent, good citizen of the world. And I think oftentimes we start judging from the outside. You know, and we can debate this back and forth, because we've dealt with some fellows that have entered our schools on the pathway that desire to be a woman. And so when you're in an all males academy, and the goal is to mold boys and men, and you have young fellows wanting to take a different pathway, then there have been many debates. Is this the right place for you?
Can I ask a question? Right, that's one of my top questions. I need you guys to be brutally honest about this. Right, Alex and I, we went back and forth on this. I said, I'm open to everything, but if I got a daughter, and let's say right now, if I didn't know like they were part of the community, and I saw them walking in the bathroom behind my daughter, right off the top, I'm like, hey, bro, I just saw a man walking in the bathroom right there. How you guys explain that? Because something happened with me, and I know you guys just from the short time I've had a chance to meet y'all in person right here. I saw a boy who's a part of the community. He ran up in that bathroom with a girl fight, right? He ran in that bathroom, and the girl said, no, that boy right there, man, he was in there fighting too. All I could think about, if there was a heterosexual boy who ran up in that girl's bathroom and jumped on somebody, they would have been talking about pressing charges on him, sexual charges. They've been talking about pressing assault charges. But this other kid, who I like, I'm not saying this because I'm trying to make him a leader in my class, but he always is involved in something. So how do y'all feel? Like, what is the middle ground for that? Like, do y'all feel like it's okay for, like people who, right now physically, I don't know, like because they haven't had any change or anything like that, to be in the same bathroom with girls? How do you feel about
that? I speak as a married man that has a kid, and before coming into the lifestyle of being gay, I was living a heterosexual lifestyle, and my daughter came along. But I speak on that from a father standpoint, because my daughter, I literally was going into Target one day, getting her dressed. And she's a kid that you gotta be like, okay, she's indecisive, she don't know what she want to do. So I'm taking her into the family restroom where I can get her dressed. She used to daddy getting her everything lined up for her. So I'm ready to take her in. They told me I couldn't come in, and I'm her father. So it was very embarrassing to experience something like that when a woman can go into a restroom with a son, and what's the difference?
So that's a great point, because that I want to put a pin in that and then come right to that. So I think that as an educator, because I'm in the trenches every single day, you're in the trenches, Tanya, you're in the trenches. Why don't we then set up that bathroom that is just like, you know, one where family can go in there? You know, when I say family, I mean, we're talking about like grown folks. I mean kids who skip a class during the day. But anybody can go in there because still, I don't think society, we are keeping up with things as fast as people would like us to. So still with me, with my eyes, my heterosexual eyes, I see a boy walk into the girls' bathroom. That's all I see. A boy just walked in. And I know when I was in high school, if you allow me to go in there, I identify as, and that gives me rights to go into the girls' bathroom, I'm using that as my way to get in the girls' bathroom. Y'all get what I'm saying? But now you just answered the question, so to speak, right, Ellen? See, we need to do something. And then we got money to waste on everything in the school system. So why not put that same, what you're talking about, type of restroom right there, so now I can go in one? Because right now we know school is still a place of learning. Right. You know, that could cause some confusion if we start seeing guys, unless we have some kind of way to know that these people right here, they identify, it's some paperwork done, so when we see them going there, we know who's supposed to be in there. But y'all can kind of elect because I do want to go back to that point.
I want to piggyback because my opinion may not be a popular opinion. And I'll tell you about this one particular man who came into a single gender academy, who was on the pathway of becoming something other than a man by choice with the support of his family. Amazing young fellow. And
this middle school, high school?
He entered middle school.
Okay.
He's a young adult now. He's in his 20s now. And it's interesting that I just spoke to him about 2 weeks ago. And he no longer desires to go that path. He now, I mean, he's a gay man, but he no longer desires to be transgender. And what was a wake-up call for me is that as a child, he's allowed to make this decision. So you coming in 6th grade, allowed to make this decision. Of course, he had all the counselors, all the support, because he was on medication. He was on the road to becoming. And it's interesting coming out of single gender, we talk about brain development. Yeah. We talk about especially young men's brain development, because there is a difference in terms of when their brain fully develops and being able to make sound choices. We allow children to make choices about their future before they even understand what a future is. And this young kid that came into our school, who parents really wanted to change our school culture, and they supported this kid on this path, only for him to go out in the real world and experience some other things. That's not what he want to be. I think we have to be careful. One of the things I respect Roderick and Terrell and how they raise their daughter, and even in how they nurture my grandchildren. I have 6 grandchildren. I have 2 young men. Is that they raise them to be boys. The 2 boys to be boys, to be men.
I need everybody. I know we on here. I want to say this to you. I want everybody to catch this. This is one thing she said about y'all before I ever met y'all. If you guys don't know, Alex is a champion for what you guys stand for. And she said, Walker, the one thing I will tell you about Roger and Terrell, they are grown men. And the one thing that I love about you, even I told him, I said, my Uncle George wasn't our biological uncle, whatnot, but he stayed with my auntie and some when we came out here. And I remember one day, and I had to jump in right here, because I think there's a big discussion where when I was talking to those young ladies the other day, somebody said, well, do you feel like, you know, your uncle or whoever like that, they're going to make you want to be this? I said, no, so this is why I got to input George right here. I said, we were sitting in my auntie's house one day, and George said, nephew, let me talk to y'all, man. And we brought us downstairs, and he said, brother, one thing, let me tell y'all, I love y'all first of all, man. Y'all my nephews, right? He said, y'all don't think, man, I know that cool, man, that people ask y'all questions and so on and so. That's before, like right now, everything is a little bit, like this when we were younger. And he just said, man, he said, I want to let y'all know. He said, first of all, he said, y'all got tight, right? I'm like, yeah, he got tight. He's like, so he said something, y'all. I'm like, I like me one that, look chocolate. Yeah, my brother, what you like? My brother said what he liked and whatnot. And then he said, I got my type also. And not one of y'all fit my type. So before we even go into like me being your uncle and all that like that right there, y'all in my time, he said, so people try to make it as if we're one monolithic community.
Yeah.
Like every Negro is looking for, like another. No, man, well, you gotta be something involved, and I gotta see something that I like. And when we walked away from that moment, y'all, it was like that seal of approval. And I remember us going down to Ninja Day one year, and we were down there, and somebody said, "Hey, bro, they were making some kind." And me and my brother were like, "Bro, you do know that's our uncle, right?" Bam. It was cut off immediately. Yeah. But had he never had that conversation with us like grown men.
Yeah.
Y'all understand what I'm saying? Yeah. I had to inject that right there because there's this misnomer that everybody, my auntie, I need y'all to get this, for her to have, I'm going there, my auntie, but she never did anything in front of us. We thought Aunt D, all these people right here, we just thought they were Aunt D because she always kept it on the level with us. Y'all know what I'm talking about? But here's the crazy thing, Alex. I want everybody to feel me on this right here. I tell people, and Alice and I, we went back and forth on this, like not in a bad way, but I tell people all the time, we're not talking about the people, we're talking about the actions. Yeah. See, so like right now, I'm auntie, she never kissed nobody in front of us. They never did too much public display. On the same token, my uncles, the people who were heterosexual never did that. So what I want to say is that going to your point about this whole thing of development, you can't have 2 6th graders engaging in that kind of, you got 2 grown men who don't engage in it, but you're gonna allow 2 6th grade boys to do that, and they don't even have the frontal lobe developed enough to understand what they're doing.
And just to close that point, because I was saying how they emphasize and support my 2 grandboys becoming responsible young men. One of the things that Roger shared with me early on is his desire for his daughter, and wanting his daughter to be able to grow up and understand that my choice and my lifestyle is not necessarily your choice and lifestyle. I want you to grow up, experience what it feels like to date and get married and have children and just have it, follow your own path. And I think that's important. I grew up in a time where good girls didn't, and if you did, you didn't talk about it. There's just certain things that you did and you just didn't discuss. You'd be a lady in the streets and a freak in the sheets, and I remember all them songs I could draw upon. Now we now it's kind of flipped. We spend so much time talking about things that have no place. As an adult, I can't go into the workplace and have certain conversations about what I engage in at night. I have to be mindful of offending someone or harassing someone indirectly. But then we create this space in schools where that becomes a subject of conversation. You are scholars. You're here to gain an education. You're here to have experiences and to develop so that you can make that sound choice when that time is ready. I think about the damage that could have possibly been done to this young man. We haven't gotten that far because we just kind of reconnected after some years. But I'm just interested in, what kind of damage did the adults allow to happen to this young man who thought this was the path he wanted to be. I just think about all that, when you're young, what was the latest shoe when you were in 6th grade? By the time you get to 8th grade, you dare not wear those shoes again. Yes. What was the latest fashion? So then we're going to allow children to make decisions for their lives, for the rest of their lives at 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When we need to be developing good people, not good sexual people. I mean, just good people.
I want to pivot back on something you said earlier about kids having an option. Well, the way we raise our kids and her grandkids are our kids. Alex's kids are our kids. Yeah. And they're going into college, and you got kids going into middle school and elementary school. The way we raise our children is what happens behind doors you don't see or hear. That's behind our doors. When we come out, we're fully dressed. When we have kids over, we address them as a gentleman, as a young lady. We speak to them as such. I'm a father. This is your father. We don't give each other titles where it's, because in our community, you may have, hey girl, or something, hey sis, or something like, what I'm saying? We're speaking the language that we would speak in with our friends, but we're never speaking around our children. And we give them an option. We don't give them, when I say an option, we give them an option to grow up as, an option to grow up. We give them just men, just handling ourselves as men and gentlemen. And from a point of, I'm your father, I'm your uncle, your cousin, whatever it is, you're gonna address me as that in that manner. And you know, when we have boys over, we turn the tables. Like let's go to some football games. Let's do stuff that you know boys do. Or girls, we are more prone to girls because we have little girls. So we do a lot of things that you know would spark their attention. When it comes down to making a decision on your sexuality, we don't give that option. Wow. And we live a gay lifestyle, happily gay lifestyle. And again, we don't impose that on our kids. We don't impose it on anybody else's children that is around us. When you see us as Unc, I respect you as Unc. That's my that's my dad, or whatever figure that you want to put us in, then that's what it is.
Hell of an answer to that. Well, hey man, hey, I'm gonna tell you right now.
I love it. I've been smiling at y'all the whole time. Because the thing about it is that, and I've told you this when I talk about them, even being around my son. I have a teenage son, and do you mind if I share the conversation I had?
Go ahead.
So, as it relates to them being affectionate towards each other in front of the children, you'll never see it. You'll never see it. And my son asked, he said, yeah, I would wonder why they don't. I said, they don't do that in front of y'all. He said, but we know they men and they love each other. I said, nope. I said, Uncle Roger and Uncle Rel are very keen on, we are grown men. We are raising you guys right. What we do is what we do.
Right.
And you will never see it.
Right.
And my son looked at me like, he's so cool with it, because like you said, that's Uncle. When we're going over to Roger's house, my son like to eat. So he gonna go, he's like, when he go to Tanya's house, he go in her refrigerator, go straight for the leftover. When he go to that, he go straight for leftover. You want to get rid of some food? Call him here. He'll come eat everything.
Also, just to key in on what you were saying about kids too, it starts at home.
It does.
You don't give a child room enough to make a sound decision. You're a child. I make decisions for you until you're able to get out on your own and pay your own bills. Then you make your own decisions.
Right.
But when you're in my house, you're going to abide by my rules. You're going to do the right thing. It's not an option where, when I was growing up, I didn't have an option where I wanted gay in my mom's household. Yeah. It was one of those things where you're going to take your school, and you're going to get an education, and we're going to do it this way. Yeah. Now we have, society has changed so much where we are, everything is free now, or it's out and open. Where my child gay, he gonna be gay. That's what it is, and I'm supporting that. We don't support that, and we are men. We don't support that. My child lives now. I'm gonna give you a twist to this. We are gay men. My child mother is with another woman, so she's in a battle right now to where she has no other options. Where, you know, like, my dad is over here, he's gay. My mom is over here, she's gay. She's lesbian. And my job as a father is to always train you up right. And I instill that in her mom as well, to like, don't let her see you doing things that's out of the ordinary. Let her choose her own way.
Man, I don't know who.
I don't know. Choose her own way. And that's the way we raise our girl. You're gonna choose your own way. We're not here to tell you that this is okay, because it's not okay for us.
Wow. I don't know if I ever had to explain like that. I'm not sure if I'm frozen on this thing or not. But I just want to say I have never. Hey, let me. Bang, can you get that camera on me, man? I didn't know that. I didn't know you folks can hear what I'm saying right here. When Alex told me that we were gonna bring Roger and Terrell on, all I could think about was, Alex, you know me, I gotta get the answers, man. I gotta know, because we will be less than real co-hosts. We want to grow this podcast into hopefully a show one day. I mean, like a TV show. We gotta actually be bold enough to go and find people who will talk the real talk and walk the real walk. I have never honestly heard anybody explain it that way. See, that's the answer, that's a comprehensive answer. usually people explain it, and it's always like either you agree with what I believe or that's them, you know, kind of like with the vaccine. We were talking about that on my last show. Hey man, you took the vaccine. Hey man, good for you. If I didn't take the vaccine, then why the hell does it bother you? If you don't want me around, you got one less friend I gotta go and visit, or one less relative I gotta go and visit. But it's not like people who didn't take the vaccine are bashing those who took it. So it's no different than this right here. Hey man, this brother could not have explained it any better. If you're out here and you're wondering how do you play this thing, how do you have the conversation with your children, I need everybody to watch the replay. That replay, tell Big Daddy we on the show now. No, this hey, I need everybody. Please tell me, man. Payne, I know you're gonna kill me about this because this is the one thing you told me that I need to have right. But can they hear me right now? Okay. I need everybody, man, to know that Terrell, this one that you have right here, the answer he just gave, I've been seeking. I'm serious. I'm looking at both of y'all, man. I've been seeking this answer, Tanya, for about 10 years. Yeah. How do you get it? And everybody always like to do the political stuff. Yeah. Hey man, I'm a real Negro. Yeah. That's why I said when he said bust the skins open, I'm like, boy, I'm gonna say the cover out here. You know, because you know, in your mind, you hear like, hey, I'm bringing my brother over here, and my brother's gonna bring, you know, like husband over here. I don't know if I'm using the right language. Okay. But you know, so it's like that. Even that, somebody would say, like the other day I was at work, somebody said, hey, no, you need to don't call this particular co-worker, you know, like his son, you know, you can use them, all this stuff. I'm like, hey man, I got 40-something years in the game, man. That don't even sound like coming out of my mouth right there, you know. Like, so now you know you tell the kids, don't call me this. How much more confusing can this thing get right here? So now if I see you two come in my room and I'm introducing you to my students or whatnot, my scholar, you know, first I'm saying, hey man, this is Mr. Terrell right here, and this is Mr. Roger right here. Man, you say, hey bro, don't call me, you know, like, damn, bro, I'm confused. Man, this lady told me to call her, they, them, this, and this group here telling me to say this. Too much. Yeah, and that's what I think. I think that's what it bias becoming. When people start to say, now you're infringing on my right to just be a man who care about my students. That's too much. Yeah. So what I want to say to you is thank you first and foremost, bro. That answer right there. If anybody didn't see what Roderick just said or hear what he just said, that answer right there, you need to go back. I think we're gonna make this 271. We're gonna make this you know how you do a clip? Yeah. We're gonna have this, man, the dopest shit you ever heard on a podcast. I mean, honest, that was the dopest shit I ever heard on a podcast because I've been seeking, and I'm not even exaggerating. This is not hyperbole. This is real talk. 10 years. Bro, give me the motherfucking answer. Quit bullshit making me feel like I'm guilty of something because I'm saying that ain't what I'm saying to my daughter. See, bro, that's the problem with y'all right there. This man's just square in the camera, and he's saying, hey, y'all, we are two grown men. We are married. This is what we do. This is not you. But let me tell you what. See, the devil is in the detail. Tell you, I don't know if you caught this right here. He said, in my mama house. Yeah. Boy, this thing making me get some chills right here. See, when you get old enough to get them damn letters that come in the mailbox and you no longer want to run out to the mailbox and get them. Yeah. See, then when you know you get grown right here. See, when we were little, y'all remember this. This ain't got nothing to do with your sexuality. Tanya, do y'all remember this? Brad, do you remember this right here? When you live, you hear that mail truck coming. Mom, want me to go and take the mailbox? And then you know, you get to a certain age where when you get the mailbox, truck coming. You tell the church, ain't nobody so little grown and out there and take the mail. See, you know now, everything in there got your name on it and it got to be paid. So what you said was my mom didn't give no option. I wish you all the people in the back room, y'all heard what he was saying. Right now, Ms. Bourne, you remember I said we are talking about the actions. We're not talking about the people. Yeah. So right now, I want to give my 6th grade son the option, using what Roger just said, to come in my house with a damn girl and take her upstairs. Correct. I want to give him the option to come in with a 6th grade boy and go upstairs. See, that's what we want to get to right there. All of you guys are trying to force something on us. You just heard a brother from the community say, we're not forcing this on our kids, and they don't have that option. But what we will do is raise them right. Keep word right there, y'all, was right. See, he didn't say what right was, but him and his husband was the same as right for a damn 6th grader. That's what y'all are slipping, trying to make us allow happen in these schools and in our classroom. So I guarantee right now, because I just heard what my brother just said, when Roger and Terrell send their child up there to Mr. Walker class, they already know when she said, well, Mr. Walker cussed me out. What did you do? See, this is what right parents understand.
Yeah.
So you just walked in the building and the man just cussed you out. Yeah. Oh no, I told him he doing too motherfucking much.
Oh, well.
You know, see, once you had that to it, now let me tell you, baby, do you know Miss Waller? That's the big homie. You know, you didn't even know that, did you? Yeah. See, when we started going back, see, that's what the community did right.
Yeah.
See, now all of a sudden it makes sense why you wanted us to meet.
Yeah.
This makes perfect sense because now I have a little more clarity. I don't have to walk around every time I say something to somebody in the community because I'm sitting here telling y'all about kids who come to me and talk to me. One of my boys at Tri-Cities was a cheerleader. He's like, well, I can tell you about these football players who I had no, I don't want to know. Yeah. I don't want to know. But you see what I'm saying? So undoubtedly, I'm not somebody who make the student feel like they can't talk to me. I'm the person they talk to. Yeah. But I don't have to agree with their lifestyle for me to be the person because we're talking. Yes,
it's about creating an environment where kids feel loved. They know when they come to you, they're gonna get 100% of what they gonna get.
Yes.
It's the same in my house. I'm the hardest, and Ellison tell you, her children, boy, I know sometimes I'm worse than 3 6s medicine to them. If you ever had 3 6s, it's the horrible.
You went that in, girl.
But at the end of the day, after every accolade, even when daughter went off to college, it is auntie, I love you, I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. Iron sharpens iron. Yes. It is our responsibility as adults to provide an environment for kids to get what they came in that building to get. We're educators.
That's right.
And it's your job to create a space where all kids, no matter what they think they dream of becoming, that all kids come in and they can learn and they feel safe and they feel comfortable. That kid didn't know anything about your personal beliefs.
That's right.
But at the end of the day, he felt comfortable, drawn to you to share something so personal. And I think as adults, the issue is never with the children. The issue is with us. Yeah. We need to stop trying to be our children's friend. Absolutely. Stop trying to fall into what because everything now is so over commercialized that that gay pride and being gay or being part of a different community has become more of a social status versus just being who you are.
So can I take it here? I want to say, Erica, thank you, Erica. Erica just said great answer. Yeah. Erica, girl, who tell you, hey.
That's my girl.
Yeah.
Hey, Erica.
Erica, man. Erica said great answer right here. I'm telling you, I need anybody who's on this thing, when you get this thing right here, if you're not on here live, I'm telling y'all, man, we got some more. I'm ready to hear the chef. The chef is over there in the cutting back right now. I know what he's doing. He's getting his mind right, y'all. This like a Negro riding through the hood, y'all. Y'all ever seen Minister Society? Y'all know that Minister Society? When Martha, in that car, he do that, and Trey say, dope, let me out. And you know the Negro going to kill somebody real. That's what Terrell is doing. He just loading up saying, boy, y'all don't even know right here, man. So the Wu-Tang Clan, man, they had the chef. Anybody who old school remember the Wu-Tang Clan, man. We talking about the 36 chambers or whatnot. I want to jump over here to my brother Terrell, man, and just ask Terrell, how do we take this conversation right here? Because I didn't know, I'm be honest with you, I didn't know what a conversation was going to go. I told somebody, man, they're going to push me out my comfort zone right here. Didn't I say that, Alex? I literally posted that. I said, this is going to push me out my comfort zone. I did not think that the conversation would be so comfortable that I think now we have an obligation as brothers and sisters to come and sit down with real people who want real change. And you kind of summed it up at the end. I want you to jump in, Terrell, to help lead the charge on this. You said something, Tanya, just a second ago. You said we've commercialized some stuff. Man, there was one of my dad's good friend named Cheese. Shouts out to Cheese, man. Old school cat, man, in the community. But they ain't call it no damn community. Cheese was just Cheese. Everybody knew what Cheese lifestyle was. And he was my dad, good friend. Everybody understood that my dad was the most heterosexual Negro, 15 kids heterosexual dude. All the women love Sonny Boy. Y'all with me? But Cheese was his right hand man. Y'all feel me? Right? Yeah. But like you said, Cheese didn't have to go out here and tell Negro, and we saw him that, hey, you don't call me this. No, Cheese wasn't Negro that, hey, boy, get your ass with me out here, grumbles out here drinking and stuff. Get out here. And wasn't no Negro saying no word like, oh, punk ass nigga, and nothing like that. See, these kids, they don't just say it to nobody in the community. They call women, hey, bro, they got schools. Y'all know how this go right here. I told a little brother today, man, at school, man, hey, if y'all watching this, maybe I'm getting ready to speak for the Georgia Association of Alternative Educators. And Alex, what did I tell them, man? I said, man, I don't know what they want, cause I'm just so full of truth. I ain't no telling what might come out my mouth, right? See, cause what I know is my school is not an alternative school, but we got some Negroes that are alternative Negroes, right? And these people keep playing around with this thing right here. So when going back to that situation with the boy who went in the bathroom, Negro, man, you don't even know, man. Somebody uncle was to run up in here and they see a dude with that swinging on their niece or whatnot. That's what you two are talking about. That's the conversation we're gonna have when y'all watch the replay of this thing right here. You got two grown-ass men sitting on this couch right here. And the one thing Miss Barney told me, run up on Terrell Roger, bro. You run up on him. Hey, man. Hey. That man say, Roger, trust Jesus. Try. Don't try me. Cause I got hands. I think what I'm saying. I'm telling you. Hey y'all right here, man. We getting ready to go to the shelf, man. But I want everybody to know, man, when you sending your kids up here to the school, we got a bunch of educated people out here, man, who are, I'm a recovering Negro. I'm just telling you, I'm a recovering street Negro. And every now and then, 271, every now and then, like Tony Project, the Red Tanya. Every now and then, Miss Boy, you see me in real time. I tell these Negroes, I say, boy, let me tell you something now.
I think you in recovery, but that's just my opinion.
I say, my Uncle Kool-Aid used to always say, everybody a Cracker Jack got a surprise. Do not think, y'all, when you send your little bad child up to the school, man, just because the brothers we down was speaking in a language that's not colloquial when we're in the classroom. Please don't think we can't pull up on Cleveland also. You know what I'm saying? And I want everybody to understand that a lot of these kids, man, they don't even know the ones of us who really love them, who go out. Some of the kids don't even know that I paid their light bills before. Some of these kids don't even know 271 that I've gone out, Miss Boy, with other colleagues and we put groceries in there. But you'll be the main one to come out to the school and get a bro. I tell you what, bro, you ain't no real N-word and all that. Like, bro, I fed you last month.
Yeah.
I put money on their bill.
I put money on your hey. Man, I put money on your out here. But some of y'all can get behind that plexiglass. You won't have no Terrell. You won't have no Roger. You won't have no Tanya. You won't have no Alex. You won't have no Walt, man, because y'all didn't catch that one word they said. Right.
Yeah.
And parents, let me challenge you guys, man, before the chef come in and tell us how we can lead the charge. I'm challenging all parents out there, man. One, I told a parent before, I said, sister, as I need to understand, you are the problem. She said, what you mean I'm the problem? I said, you enable the young brother. See, this ain't got nothing to do with sexuality right here. You are the problem. I got it. You are the problem. I said, look, hey, I told you to have your son to call me tomorrow at 5 o'clock. You said, I want you to mentor him, right? I just said, the only thing I ask you, because I don't take on a lot of mentees, the only thing I ask is you stay in the relationship. Now, I don't mean like you don't drop them off and all that stuff. Y'all get one going there. I said, I don't need you jumping in. I said, brother, call me at 5 o'clock. All my brothers who pledge me know the significance of 5. I said, not 5:01, not 5:06. Y'all heard me say that earlier. We were joking, but y'all heard me say that. This Negro called me at 6:05. And when I answered the phone, I said, bro, you must be in Alabama. He said, no. I said, why you think I'm in Alabama? I said, because it's about 5:05. You still will be late, but you just be 5 minutes late if you're on Central Standard Time. But you're an hour and 5 minutes late. So I talk to you tomorrow. I don't think I told him to call me tomorrow. 5 o'clock. Y'all, guess who I heard from the next day at 5 o'clock? Who y'all think I heard from?
Him.
No, hell, I didn't.
His mama.
His mama.
Yeah.
I ain't see what's going on. She said, let me just go ahead and tell you, Mr. Walker, because he already told me if you don't call him at 5 o'clock tomorrow, you're done. I just said, what else is you already know the answer? Anything else we need to talk about?
Yeah.
She said, Ms. Walker, that's right. I said, that's what make it right. I told you that's why a lot of people can't have me as their child's mentor. Now, y'all notice, I didn't say their straight child, their gay child. I just said their child.
Excuse me. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Who he sound like?
Say that one more time.
Who does he sound like? When he said everybody can't take me.
Oh, yeah.
This is what I've been waiting on them to meet.
So here.
Everybody can't take her.
Yeah.
So Terrell, how do we have this conversation, bro? Y'all remember, I want to show this to our folks who might have missed it. Terrell, will you grab your end again? I want to paint. Can we get 201? Can we get that camera right here? Move it. Right here, I want to get that. Dude, it's on. Oh, it's on this screen over here. Yeah, so I want everybody to see this. We're talking about unity right here. And I think that answer is real. What you get ready to say to us, we got to be able to sit down as black men and black women, man, and have this conversation. I have a first cousin who married his husband or whatnot. I have a niece who married her wife. And like I said, sometimes I'll be scared. Am I in the right language or whatnot? You know, because let's not get caught up in all of that stuff. Let's just talk about how do we start growing in our families and let people feel like, hey, bro, come on down or whatnot. Bring your partner through here or whatnot. So I want to put this on the table, and I want you to help us, Terrell. How do we get started having a conversation that's talking about what's right instead of talking about individual names and stuff like that? That's what Roger was saying. How do we have that conversation where now the kids can see, bro, what you're not going to do, you're not going to slide in here and get through the crack because you're going to use your gay card. What we're talking about is Uncle Roger just told you were wrong. Uncle Terrell just told you were wrong. These two brothers here, man, they're happily married, but they're not going to let you off. They're not going to enable you. So how do we have that conversation without people turning into, so hey, I heard that he don't like gay folks. I heard that he, no, bro, I just said I don't have to agree with the action of that student right there because he's gay, just like I wouldn't agree with that same action if he was heterosexual. So how do we have that conversation?
So let me say this. Two things that I was taught by my grandfather, and that is respect and watching who follows your footprints. So that stuck with me from that moment. We had that conversation. My grandfather was a preacher.
Okay.
So I'm from South Georgia. So I was raised up in a very religious background, going to church on Sunday. So despite of who I am as a gay person, he taught me how to be a man.
Come on now.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that goes back into the definition of displaying yourself. You know, it's one of those things where's the man your respect to the man your respect, you got to give respect. Right? Being a gay male, you know, and it goes back to the kids. I'm going to present myself. We're going to present ourselves as young men.
Yes.
And that goes into having someone following your footsteps.
Yes.
Because you know you want to lead that. The whole common denominator is you want somebody to lead yourself in the right way, follow you, and lead them in the right direction.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's one of the things where it's with communication and really informing somebody on who you are and the respectable thing to do and a respectable way to portray yourself.
So your grandfather was on this when you were like how if you can just not tell me your age and thing, but how long ago was it that your grandfather, who was he a minister or was he just in the church? He was a minister. Yeah. So how long ago, if you can, because your grandfather was ahead of time.
Oh yeah, I was in middle school when he had to come.
Come on, man.
Yeah,
and I'm from South Georgia.
Douglas, Georgia.
Yeah, we used to play Douglas in high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. I'm from.
Yeah. Man, this is crazy. So what you just brought to light, man, is that so I pulled out this footprint in the sand right here, just because you said footsteps. This is one of my favorites right here, and I know it might be in perfect alignment, but just footsteps, footprints when you're being carried by somebody. That means your grandfather, man, probably took some hits that you don't even know about. Y'all know what I mean? And that's what I mean when I say we're talking to young people in the community. Bro, you don't know what I say when I'm out in the community in your defense. Just because we don't agree on something, you don't know who's out here behind closed doors. Just like right now, on this Born Thick, you've been giving me revenue, right? I mean, she's been telling that, bro, when you meet my brother. I said, this nigga, he must be damn near next door to God. I mean, she talked so highly. She said, bro, and then when you meet Terrell, man, I mean, this literally, she has set this thing up. She's like, but once y'all meet, she said, once y'all connect, it's going to be over with.
Yeah, most definitely.
I mean, man, I wish y'all could feel the energy in the room right now, man. DJ 271 is sweating like he just ran off the plantation, like he got his on paper. DJ 271, you've been working. I think this is the most you've worked since we've been on, man. I'm serious, dog. I mean, nigga, hey, he working today. Hey, 271, I owe you, man. Right here.
Grace.
Look at her.
New Black Tony, he mentioned because I think he back outside.
He back outside. No, DJ 271, if y'all don't know, man, this guy right here, I want him to cut up 271. I want you to cut up that verse from Roger. I want you to cut up what Terrell just said about his grandfather because that was very crucial, Miss Born Thick. I don't know if you caught that. This man said his grandfather, when he was in middle school, and now I need y'all to follow this. This other right here, grandfather. Do you know how tough that was? A grandfather in South Georgia?
Almost definitely.
Grandfather.
Man, we're not talking about grandfather period, but Allie, you don't. That's the reality. I'm from Middle Georgia, and I know how conservative it was in Middle Georgia. So I'm from Thomason. So now you're going farther down South Georgia, where hey man, you get it from the mud for real. If any of y'all out there know about South Georgia, I tell people this in Atlanta all the time, bro. Man, when you go to South Georgia, boy, you better have your chin scrapped on tight.
Yeah.
I mean, we always said we play a team out of Atlanta, bro. Hey, they ain't ready for how we gonna be here down here in Thomaston, man. So the same way we say though, when we go South Georgia, hey, bro, Man, they get cold out there. They can bring the whole town out. Y'all already know everybody coming out to the game, Doc. When you ride through. So Terrell, man, thank you for sharing that right there. Miss Boyd, I think we want to go here. I know we close up on the time, man. Don't do that. We good. Y'all got a little more time?
Oh yeah, we started at 6:30. We're gonna go to 8:30. Y'all enjoying the show.
Well, what she basically trying to say because it's her brother.
Damn, I almost missed it.
Oh, Vanessa, don't worry about Vanessa. These Negroes were so late. Hey, Vanessa, you right on time. He's about you adopted brother, but I'm about to tell him about these Negroes. I just had to wait to build a relationship first. Now, Vanessa, hey, we thought these Negroes would come for next week's show early. Hey, Vanessa, you gotta go back and listen to. He said, don't pull the jumper cables out. Look at Mark. Y'all don't know them jumper cables are. Hey, them jumper cables right here, y'all. Hey, Terrell, I got a question for you guys. Okay. Everybody who's watching this right here, man, they know me. They know like Walk is like this gregarious dude, man. Walk is like this super heterosexual dude. So they probably been wondering like, how Walk gonna do this show? How he gonna get through it? Hey, man, let me just reassure everybody out there, Doc. You ain't never seen no Negroes like these right here, man. Hey, y'all.
Before we did the show, he said, Ms. Boyd said, you probably gonna lead most of the show.
Look what and said the word. Hey, y'all, I gotta say it. She put it out there. I literally said that. I said, really? I didn't even take notes that night, did it? I was just asking you questions. You were typing up notes because I didn't know. I was just sitting here saying what I don't want to do. And I want to say thank you. I said, man, because every time you say, when you're heterosexual, we're almost like, nah, hell, you wrong with anything you say about anything dealing with gay lifestyle. So when I go on for saying that, I mean just something as simple as this right here. Bro, what did I call you? Yeah. But now what they have created in this phase right here was, hey, bro, we two grown ass men right here. Yeah. And we want to talk about what's right and what's wrong. We want to talk about how we move forward as a community. And this is where I am in this moment right here, Ms. Boyd. I feel so comfortable right now because I don't think anybody's having this conversation. I think on the front end of something that
ain't nobody touched it.
Y'all not getting all two guests. I'm telling y'all, when these boys get ready to bring these $1 million businesses out here, we're gonna be talking about entrepreneurship for young brothers in the hood. Look, I just said young brother because they said we're two grown men. See, if you're a young brother, this is what I think the conversation I want to have starts it right here, brothers. I want the conversation to be this right here, Ms. Boyd. When I say Black Pride, I want to be Black Pride that happens on Labor Day, but I want it to be Black Pride 365 for Black people first and foremost. Okay. Because where I don't want to get caught up is this right here. This is a conversation my sister and I had. Hey, y'all, they say discrimination against Black folks. Hey, y'all, I know there's a lot of people that use Black folks. They'll say, like, if we're talking about some stuff dealing with white folks being oppressed and so on and so forth, Black folks will support that, right? So now we'll get caught up in the weeds with it like, hey, brother, they didn't support the Black Pride thing. Well, brother, have y'all ever had a conversation about this? Hell, I didn't even know Black Pride existed until last weekend.
But what's interesting, and I'm jumping, and they were both being very modest about their business. With Billionaire, outside of finding houses, he does a little credit repair and things of that nature. And between DragonCon, Billionaire, and Crave My Cakes, it's heterosexual and mostly straight men.
And that's what I want to say.
That really support from the partnerships that we have. I mean, some of the hardest men out there on the street.
So tell you, because I want to lose this thought, because you just hear what I'm talking about. As a Black community, y'all, we got so many things that we allow to divide us. So if we sit down and say, first, can we all agree? Excuse me, brother. Can we all agree that we're Black?
Yeah.
So now, once I come in here and I just say, hey, brother, we need to support Black businesses. Yeah. I ain't gotta say we need to support Black gay businesses, Black straight business. No, bro, we need to support. So now these are Black businessmen right here. But what we get disconnected at, we're gonna have somebody come and say, well, they didn't. Is it that I didn't support Roger business because Negro got bad service? I did not support him because he's gay. I didn't support him because he had awful service. But then I can also say, no, the reason I support Roger business is because he has great service. Terrell did this thing for my sister's wedding and whatnot. Bro, the brother was there, man. Everything was immaculate. This has nothing to do with our sexuality. So now when we start talking to this boy, let's take it away from that. If we're talking about Black men who are being harassed in the military, we don't need to let people get us caught up and say, well, no, they didn't do that for the army or whatnot. And that's kind of like when I'm going with this conversation right here. Hey, man, he's a Black man. It doesn't matter which branch of the military he was in. He was harassed. So he happened to be a Black gay man who harassed. Don't let us, we can't let them keep dividing us like that. So he's, once again, a Black man who happens to be gay in our community. We don't care what branch of the military he's in. We need to support him.
Correct.
And that's where I'm going, y'all. I'm asking you guys, if I was going to have this conversation with anybody, I never thought this would be a conversation that I could find anybody to talk to like this. I'm asking you guys tonight, right here on this podcast. Let's have that conversation with people, man, where we can sit down and we can be honest with folks. We can challenge folks. We can let folks know, no, your problem ain't that your child want to be gay. Your problem is that your child want to be grown.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's why I want y'all to take away from here, man. We're not going to have no 7th grade straight dude or no 7th grade gay dude walking in our damn house telling us what we're going to do. Bro, put your phone down, man. You got all else on your report card.
Correct.
See, that's not your phone. As a matter of fact, I'm going to take the door off the hinges up there because that's my room. I hear kids now saying, my mama just be busting all in my room.
My room.
That is right there, man. So right now, I can sit back. I'm be honest with y'all, man. I can sit back, but I do want to know since I was confused. Hey, y'all, this part is going to be funny here. My homegirl told me, man, that we're going to do a show on Black Pride, y'all. Y'all know I keep hey, I'm all for it, y'all. Let go of it, boy. He said, I don't think it's that Black Pride right there. Them one of the folks who came on, Roger, later than these Negroes did.
I want to point out something that you said. And it's gearing away from the kids now. Let's go back to the adults.
Okay.
Let's go. Let's steer towards why we're so divided.
Yes.
When I say we, the gay community and the heterosexual.
That's what I want to talk about right there.
Why we're so divided is because we as black men, we fight. I mean, we as black gay men, we struggle on the lines of communicating with heterosexual men. You know why? Because heterosexual men, they're so stuck on the title of hell no, I can't be around no gay nigga, da, 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 da. But if you're confident in who you are, a man, it shouldn't matter who you's around.
Yeah.
And my thing is what we struggle with daily with running businesses. We have some heterosexual men that gear away and don't even want to buy the product, but you're seeing your girl to go buy the product and you're eating the product.
Wow, I didn't know that.
But that's because you're not comfortable with you. And when you're not comfortable with you, that's the division right there. That's why we're not able to be as one.
Gotcha.
We're all men at the end of the day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We all stand up and piss. But we can't stand up and piss at the same time and you trying to watch it. I'm looking over at you, you looking up. No, sir. I'm not even standing you. Because like your uncle said to you, you ain't my type.
That's right.
Your uncle said that to you, right?
That's right.
That's the same way we feel.
That's right.
You ain't even our type. We ain't been watching you.
Yeah.
We ain't even stand you. And we've gained so many heterosexual friends over the years that it's become crazy because I remember when I first came out, it was one of those things where don't talk about it, don't let it be known, blah blah blah. You know, you just keep yourself. You know what I mean? And it was a shame. Now it's out in the open. Everybody knows. Everybody know about the gay lifestyle. Like she said, it's commercialized. But what I want to and as of today, while we're on the podcast, is that we stand as men.
Yes.
We support each other as men, not the sexuality.
Yes.
Portion of it.
Yes.
I'm supporting you as being a grown man, as an entrepreneur, doing walk with the walk podcast with Alex. You know what I'm saying? I'm supporting you because of what you bring to the table, not supporting what your sexuality is.
Hey y'all, hey man, I try to tell y'all. Hey, that right there.
That's it, right there.
Hey man, check this out. Hey, Vanessa said, Roderick, do you know Mexico?
Yes!
My family.
What's
I
up,
know
Vanessa?
everybody.
We were just on the phone. I love you, boo.
Vanessa, don't be trying to take over our podcast, girl. Look at this right here. Vanessa and I work together, man, with on the Awesome Lane for Junior Team Leadership Institute. We were just out at Cascade Skating Rink the other night with some of our, because we're trying to build that rapport back with our, you know, when kids leave our institute, it's like, hey, we got to finally bring the family back together. And also she rides, man, with the homeboy who rides with Outcast or whatnot.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? Yeah, my best friend.
Juke.
Y'all going to find out what's going on. Hey, my best friend though, man, he rides. He's up in Charlotte, North Carolina, and I went to one of their anniversary parties, and I just say this right here. My birthday. Hey, baby, when I went there, I'll tell you this out. For real, I had on a blue pinstripe suit. This is my first one. Now I've been to more since then. Red sweater vest on.
Oh wow.
Oh y'all, I went to death. He said, bro, we on anniversary day. Bro, when I walked in that thing, man, every Negro in there, woman, man, security, bartender, all black, everything.
Yeah.
I'm looking at black. I just say something on camera. Everybody was protected too. And when I got in the middle of that thing, what's saved the day though, my boy, Georgia boy, man, aka my man Bernard Alpha, my best friend, my brother. He came and said, "My nigga, real live."
Yeah.
And Sean Paul, one of my favorite rappers in the ATL, Sean Paul was in there. He like, "Sean, just my ninja right here, I was telling you about, bro." He walked up, man, Sean Paul dealt me up.
Sean, our Sean. Yeah.
Hold on, man. What you mean, Sean? Hold on, man. This is not your Tony no more, Sean. Hey, you be y'all Tony. Oh, okay. Yeah. All right. Okay, Sean, you good then, bro. You in there, man. Hey, but let me say this right here, man. Once I went to that party, though, it's just like, look at what's happening now, the synergy.
Yeah.
But now we're going to come on here and say, well, this is what my coworker said. Hey, shouts out to my man, Coach Hunter. He said, brother, do you know everybody?
You do. Yeah.
I said, it's starting to be scary that my brother said this to me right here on Roger and Terrell. My brother said, the scary thing about your life. He said, you don't even know how big you are.
Wow.
He said, well, everybody else, we go out and we look around and see who we know here, just make sure we can act a certain kind of way. He said, bro, that's so many people know you that you never keep up with what's going on because people are watching you. So now I got a whole new line of people. This line lineage right here. I want you guys to know we want to come back on the next show. If you guys don't mind, we want y'all to be the sponsors for the next show. Okay. Both businesses though, so we can advertise one at the front, and then we want to build a long-lasting relationship like we're doing with the Pink Cakery. And y'all, my goal is this right here. If you guys will have me and Ms. Bourne think to do so, I want to create millionaires right here on the show.
We already are.
We already
Yeah.
right now.
We going to tap.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. So when we started, when you just said I breathe now, I guess I had gone upstairs for a quick second to get Roger this good. They call it stolen hands sometimes. I'll break this out for everybody. This is my show now again right here. But y'all, when we were talking, this is what I want to see right here. When you guys come back in 6 months or 3 months or whatnot, I want us, man, to bring some young people to the table and let them know, bro, y'all walking. I say this, and I hope y'all say the same thing. I tell my students at South Atlanta, I said, bro, this might be the last time you'll ever be able to say you had a millionaire standing in front of you, begging to get this information. Because I'm on the clock now. For the first time, y'all, I understand my value. For the first time, I'm no longer worried about a job. For the first time in my whole life, I'm no longer feeling guilty about leaving my children because the ones who did right. That's what Roger talked about, Roger. Yeah. Roger, now I get it. The ones who did right, you guys, Baba Kafele, if you on here, you know what I'm talking about. For those students out there who did right, like DJ 2-1, you forever be connected to Walt. But for the ones of y'all who want to be grown teenagers, hey, man, you're going to hear this message right here. Out of range, trying to connect. My phone number won't change. You just have access. So I'm saying, man, get right or get left. We got 3 business people in here on the couch with me and Ms. Bourne Thick. I promise you this right here. I'm about to buy some doggone cupcakes. I'm about to buy strawberry cupcakes. I'm gonna give it to one of my homeboys. I want y'all to take that thing home, man, to your significant other. I don't care if your significant other is your husband, your wife, who that significant other is. All I'm gonna tell you right here, when they eat that strawberry cupcake, I hadn't even tasted the lemon. Man, I ain't even tasted the lemon yet. I'm just telling y'all right now, if you got a 6-pack of those, it's better than a 6-pack of goddamn Boom Funds. It's better than a 6-pack of Mike Lemonade. When you taste that strawberry, the one that I got, Terrell, you must pick those strawberry fresh out the damn. I can tell. Hey, man. Hey. I don't know if y'all see this, man. Hey, y'all, look at 271. Boy, 271, know he got that thing working tonight. 271, look at that 271. Tell me what 271, tell me what you thinking about now. Tell me what you thinking about. Hey, man, these are so, you heard me call it. I said, these gotta be fresh. Yeah. And when you taste it, I'm just telling you this right here, bro. This is not just a cupcake. This is an experience.
Okay. And he's training them. He's trying to show them. Yes.
Man, y'all
he's training the children. From her children, he's training the kids to do it.
She was just making good.
Yeah.
Tell me earlier today.
Hey, can I show that to the camera?
Yes.
Hey, y'all, this is what we get ready to do on the Walking with Walt podcast. I said we're going to make millionaires right here in front of y'all. Look at the little millionaire right there. Yeah, we got her right in the studio. If y'all want to get her to come out and make you some of those little integrated cookies that she's doing right there, we got a little chocolate and white cookie going on. Is that ice cream?
Those are Oreo cupcakes.
Oreo cupcakes.
Them so good.
Man, that's dope right there.
Thank you.
And how old is she?
Kenzie, what? 3.
Hey y'all, when somebody asked me earlier, Miss Born Thick, they asked me how was the show gonna be. I said, this show right here about to be. I'm gonna make y'all a promise. The next time I have my brothers back on here, Miss Born Thick, we are going to give away so much shit. I hope we do Valentine's, y'all, somewhere around Valentine's. Okay. I mean, of course, we can do something before then, but I want black love, man. I want us to have that unity kind of love right here. When they come together and they see all of us together, man, I'm gonna be fresh to death. I might give me a tuxedo for that show. I'm telling y'all now, Rod look like he might be like, okay, I already know if I'm doing this right here. I want us to have a show, y'all, that be so dope that all we do is just talk about black love, man. And we're not talking about black love on what your orientation is. That's what Terrell was just saying. No, love is love. When we come together, y'all, I want us to have brothers and sisters just be clean. I want us to make a donation. I want us to even come up with a scholarship or something that we can give away to a black child who's doing right. I want all y'all to catch this right here, man. We didn't say a black child who's straight or a black child who's non-straight. We said a black child in the LGBT community. My brother just said, Roger said, man, doing right. We don't even care if you got the highest GPA. See, we can always get your grade average up, but we can't get your respect level up, y'all. I'm telling you, only you can get your respect level up. So, man, I want y'all, any way y'all want to go from here, man, we got a few more minutes. Y'all just give us something that we might have just been thinking about. People in our community who kind of feel like, I want to help out, but I can't help out when every damn time I say something, somebody said I didn't say the right pronoun. I didn't say the right, man, from a real Negro point of view. Understand, man, like how we can do, like, cause I think I'm doing a good job. Yeah. But I know sometimes I just get confused with some of this new nuances or whatnot. Like, don't call me she, him, her, and all this stuff like that. How do I continue, man, to just be a servant to the community without offending people and feeling like I gotta be guilty of something every time I do something?
Gotcha. And that's with heterosexual people. Yes. They don't know what to label us as.
Yes.
You know, you don't want to say gay or, you know what I'm saying, or this and that.
Yeah.
But, you know, for me, the respectable thing is if you're not sure what to say, alternative. They live an alternative lifestyle.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
I said that earlier, didn't I?
Because, you know, some people, it's crazy because we have all these acronyms, lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, you know, and they want to be labeled as such. Yes. So it's very sensitive.
Yes.
You know, so just to, you know, sum it up, just to be safe, alternative lifestyle.
Alternative lifestyle. Let me show y'all, man. Y'all got hearts and y'all got fingers. Well, I'm telling you, we got it going on up here. Let me throw me some hearts in this thing. Y'all heard it from Terrell right here, baby. I'm blowing up. I ain't gonna let nobody outdo me on this thing. Hey, y'all, alternative lifestyle. So with that being said, I think, man, let me just read to y'all some of the stuff. I just totally forgot about we had folks on. Somebody said, don't pull the jump case. There's Marcus right here. Quitman, Georgia. Anybody know what Quitman, Georgia is?
I know what that said.
Okay. We got, damn, I almost missed it. That's Vanessa right there. Mike is checking in from Savannah, Georgia. We got Valdosta, Georgia. Vanessa said our leader. We got interesting. Somebody, that's when Vanessa said Roderick. That's my family. Yep. Then I gotta go and get on this show. My brother. Yes. So y'all check this out, man. Y'all have been like two of the dopest guests that we've had. Three of the dopest guests that we had. And let me know that the girl is, I see you in this educational arena with me, and I see opportunities for us to go out. Cause I'm telling you, man, I'm about to change the whole education game. And when I say change it, I'm not even gonna be competing against folks who are trying to get into school. I tell people, I think our world is a big classroom. I want folks to be able to come out and have this conversation right here with some grown black men who say, look, check this out, y'all. We can also do DragCon and still be grown ass men. Can you roll up on that? We know how to come out in the outfit. Just as fast as we got jumped into the outfit, we can jump out the outfit. See, that's that real conversation I want to have. And I'm glad to have y'all here. Because y'all know now I feel comfortable saying that, like, hey, bro, roll up, pull up. We pull up on you now. Y'all get what I'm saying?
No. Literally. He will.
No, and he said it, but he said it at the jump. I see when I think this is that gap that you were talking about, Roger. When he said one of the gap between straight, you know, a lot of straight men just don't know. Yeah. And like they had never sat down. I had the luxury because you to sit down with some real Negro man. Just be honest with yourself, man. And if you out there, man, you trying to figure it out. He go 2 grown ass men you can sit down with, man, and talk. They ain't trying to flip you or nothing like that. Like you said, boy, ain't nobody trying to flip you. You need somebody you can talk to. Hey, with me, I brought him on this morning thing. We brought him on because we said we didn't have the answer. But we got somebody who's gonna come and get an answer. Boy, I tell you what, man, I didn't know we were gonna get these answers right here. We got some sound bites, bro. I'm telling you, shut and shove, all y'all folk these podcasts. Y'all ain't got this shit. We got tonight. When we cut this thing up 271, man, and we showed, I think what we got, and I'm saying this, man, and Tanya, I think what we got from educational, from the entrepreneurship community, I think we just put together something right here. And I'm thinking right now, as we closing. Can you imagine? There's a whole group of us out here. We've been trying to find you guys. Tanya, I've been looking for that sister who can go in. I got some who I work with, some that left our school, that just ready, man, to tell our truth as Black people. Because I know y'all that it's already hard being gay. Yeah. But then being gay and being a Black man. Oh man. Bro, I can imagine because like I think about how hard it is for me just to say like, Alice, I don't really want to just fall back because I don't want to be nobody. Y'all just made it a whole lot easier for me to have a conversation with a young brother not at school. I can just say, bro, check it out, man. Okay, got the answer. But I got 2 people who I trust. You know me, I'm not gonna put you on nobody who I don't trust. I don't give a damn they straight it up, gay or whatever. I'm not putting y'all, even in the school, when I talk to you about counseling and stuff, no, bro, I'm not sending you to this person right here. If it's a sister and I need to deal with a young lady, now I need you to go and talk to this sister right here because I trust her. I think we just got a formula right now. I have kids who I know are cutting themselves. I have kids who have cut themselves in the past. And I was the only one who knew. I got kids who I know now have been talking about suicide or whatnot because other kids said, Walk, I think you need to talk. And I haven't, so I can't report that as a mandated report because I haven't heard that myself. But now what I'm thinking is like, bro, don't make no statement if you're not sure. And a lot of it has to do with trying to deal with who they are, their personality type. Am I this, Ms. Walker? I'm not sure. That's what the girl said today. She said, I think my mom, being my mom has a, you know, I'm talking in the hood. She said, my mom got a whole wife, Mr. Walker. I said, I love my Black people. She said, my mom got a whole wife. I said, who the hell got a half a wife? Yeah, like, I got half wives. My mom got a whole wife. So, man, I want questions. If anybody got questions, man, for Terrell, anybody got questions for Roger, anybody got questions for Tanya. Tanya, you're an advocate out here in these streets or whatnot. How can people get in touch with you if they wanted to know more about somebody advocating on behalf of the youth? And I went on. I'm telling you, smart. Hold on, y'all. That question like that.
No, they can reach me through my cell.
No, we get your cell up, baby. No, we
my
need
email.
I don't need these brothers.
But my information is out there. My information has never changed.
You gotta say my favorite line. Tell them they better what?
You
gotta Google my sister.
Google me.
Google me.
Oh yeah, you better Google me.
Google me. Tanya's history, and it's so funny because Tanya and I crossed paths years ago when I came out with the group that did the stank leg. She was working with the gentleman who ran the facility. So we crossed paths and we never knew that we were crossing paths.
I'll circle back.
When I started working at Best. She told me, she said, I got somebody I want you to meet. And out of the blue, one day, this guy comes into the building. I walked clean past him. And he said something to me. And I said, oh, no, we spoke. I spoke, but I wasn't looking at him. And I went in her room. And 2 seconds later, he came in the room behind me. And she started, I got somebody I want to meet. And I turned around and I looked up. I know him. I know him. I can't go nowhere with you. I can't go nowhere with her. Y'all know everybody.
Well, I tell you what, y'all heard it here, man. We're down to our last 2 minutes or 3 minutes before Dick baby close us out. Guess and do what we do.
We definitely. I cannot thank you guys enough for coming in here tonight, supporting us, supporting the show. Y'all did. That's what I can sit back to. I know you had questions. We have conversations.
Yeah.
But I can't put it into words the way they can.
Yeah, she said that. She like, Walk, I don't know, you think I talk to them. I can't.
Yeah, like the way I've been told you, she got away with words over there in the corner.
Yeah. We're gonna get that out.
But
Pull that out.
I can't.
You got your own show, baby. We're gonna tell you come whatever.
They ain't ready. They ain't ready. You better put your big girl drawers on. You better put your big boy box briefs on. And if you think you're ready and you still ain't ready,
yeah, you good best on.
Cause she and but that's the thing. I know I get on Tanya nerve. I know I do.
Tanya's in your building.
Tanya was in my. She's at, but that's my sister. She has been a mother figure to me. She is definitely an auntie to my children. I will do anything for them. I would do anything for people to sit on that couch. Why? Because they'll do anything for me.
Let me say, and she always has these excellent closing. Let me just say to you, to all of our fans and followers, when you watch it live or you watch it, I would say thank you. Thank you for making this a great experience for me, because I tell you, I was nervous, man. I'm like, how the hell I have this conversation right here? I'm like, I'm comfortable. But I know that your family, so it's gonna be easy because it's your family, you know what I'm saying? And see, now I was sitting there thinking, y'all, can I bring my cousin and his husband on? Y'all see where I'm going? I don't want to reach out to cousin. I want to come on the show with now because they're like, hold on, man. I don't know if people say like, want to put business out there. Or why did you call me for this? But now I feel empowered to say, bro, you got me. Man, two of my doping homies now. I feel comfortable. Like, I want y'all to think about that. I never would have felt that comfortable. I would always just still call me cousin, say, cousin, I love you. Hey, good. I'm going to treat you like him. But now I can just be a comfortable picking the phone and boy, you got to meet these cats right here.
Well, and the thing, you got to remember what I told you at the end of the day, no matter what choices they make, they're still real men.
That's right. You kept saying that. You know, what we'll do is, man, we'll let Miss Bourne think, say what she usually say at the end of the show. And I just usually follow this thing up like Russell Simmons. You know, like you always say some deep.
Just, you know.
Don't get nervous.
I'm not. Let me formulate my words. The whole purpose of the Walk with Walk podcast, and I think I posted earlier today. Our mission is to educate, no matter what subject matter we're talking about. We don't talk shit. We with all the smoke and the shenanigans, but in the process, there is a lesson in the message that we're trying to deliver, and we want to make sure that everybody's comfortable. And the main thing is unity. You know, bringing everybody together. Why are we divided? What reason do we have to be divided? And by the time you sit down and have a conversation, you don't realize there's no reason at all to be divided. Miscommunication. And tonight's the conversation was so great. It's a safe space for everybody. So for people watching, for those who ask questions that we could not answer, I pray that you got those answers tonight and that you take this and you move forward with this. We gonna trust me. We got clips coming. I guess. I now family. I have introduced my family to my other family, and I'm so happy that we made this connection. And we thank y'all for tuning in. Stay tuned for next week's episode. It's better from here, baby.
Hey, y'all, it's right here, man. If y'all want to know how to get in touch with our homies right here in the space, we know you can Google Tanya. That's all we got right there, y'all. But how can they get what you Roger, who's bringing it? Roger, you bring it. How can people follow you? We're gonna put it in also. And next time we want you guys to send 271 your information. When you guys become sponsors on the screen, we want to do it. We have it going across the bottom of the screen. So how can people follow you like on your social media?
You can follow me 2 ways on social media. I'm on DragaCon. RAGAK as in kitchen ON. So DragaCon. Or you can follow Billionaire Consulting Firm.
Spell it one time.
RILLIANAIRE.
Y'all don't see them teeth in that.
Billionaire Consulting Firm. They real teeth.
Hey man, I know this is just a total sidewalk, but man, look, if you on Medicaid, right? I had 3 devil going on. I did not know. This brother, he didn't miss his appointment, man. So I'm telling you this right here. All that Negro playing football out there in the street with his mama's there. I did this off the day. It was free. It was free. Hey, bro, this brother like he got, man, y'all don't see fall teeth. Y'all know like in the hood, man, your grandma say this. I didn't know people teeth other than 271. Hey, boy, that's small. Hey, small maker. Boy, you got the competition go. Hey, man. He got us, though. He said, ILLIANAIRE. See, I thought it was going to be an O in there. But he put an A in there. Look, y'all. Look, don't spell it the right way. At William. What would they see? What image would they see?
They'll see our for Breed. They'll see the actual logo of Breed. Let me pull it up.
And then for while he's looking for the image that will come up, how can our followers follow you?
So you can reach me on Facebook, Terrell Barneswell, or Instagram. My cakes, everything's on my personal page, King_Barneswell.
King_Barneswell. So everybody who's watching this, man, will know like what the image is that Terrell has. We'll know this. That's real breathing out there. I see that beat right there. That's that Bentley beat. Keys on 271. Y'all see it? Y'all, that's that beat like a Bentley right there. Y'all, you just know, class. We see it 271. Yeah, that's that classic beat. Negroes in the hood. We got that Amber on.
Create my cakes.
You see it? It's on that too.
Oh, boy, look at it right here. Hey, y'all. For all the fellas, look. I'm going to ask, can I get that wholesale? Y'all niggas out there selling fruit baskets. Don't be selling these right here, baby, for Valentine's Day.
Oh, he sells slices.
Yeah, it is.
I'm talking about wholesale. I'm trying to get that.
We got cakes in the jar.
Everything safe right here. Right?
Flip that logo. Let them see that logo.
Y'all about to up to that logo. This King stuff right here, dog. What the magic happened right there? Get that card straight now. That's it right there. Crave my cake. Now, y'all Negro who don't want to spell right anyway in school, it's right down here, right here. You got the double cake. Okay, we hold on to this. Hey, man, I'm telling y'all, I already know, Alex, I'm full right now. Y'all know I'm literally full. I'm spiritual full. I'm excited about future together, man, like the work that we're gonna do. I mean, serious talk. This right here, y'all don't know when I say I'm full, there's a ton of weight that's been taken off because I've never get to sit down with anyone and just talk like brothers. You know, like that's when we go to war, man, we're going to war. Hey, when you going to war, man, there's no straight and gay, we're going to war as brothers. And what y'all did, y'all just freed up a lot of people to follow this. Because I'm actually gonna pump this.
Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you a question before we close out. I challenge you to bring more brothers, heterosexual brothers, in and have conversations like this. No, we don't smoke cigars. But I challenge you to bring in more brothers that are heterosexual in so that we can have conversations.
I agree. I agree. So y'all heard it here, man. All my team out there, man. We're trying to get together and we're bringing in other like-minded gay brothers too, man. We're not asking you to come in, man. We want you to come in, man. As brothers, we're gonna sit down. We need to break some bones on the table, man. The dominoes, I'm telling you, on that spade tape, I had laws in 1988. You know what I'm saying? I had laws in 1988. Any real brothers out there, man, we're calling on you right now. I'm taking your challenge on right now. If you're a real brother out there, if you're a sister who knows some real brothers out there, man, who ain't got no, they need to give to anybody to this first annual brotherhood gathering. We'll have a name for it, man. By the time we get this thing all the way together, hey y'all, we got the real folks in the building. We'll take more of your time. Watch the replay. We'll keep you updated. Thank you again, Terrell. Thank you again, Roderick. Thank you again, Tanya. Thank you again, Miss Barthik. What's the cutie pie name?
Mackenzie.
And man, Miss Mackenzie, y'all know the baby already baking. Hey y'all, well she has a work permit though. We already got.
You gotta do. Make sure you like, follow, subscribe to our YouTube page at Walking with One Podcast on all social media platforms. It's IG, Facebook, and YouTube. Share it, y'all. This is great information. Overstand this was food for your soul tonight.
You smell good still at the end of the show.
Know.
I don't know.
Wait a minute. This is essence of mott's.
Okay. So y'all be on the lookout for that.
Sugar shea butter.
Okay, all right.
Sugar.
I don't know, promote that stuff. You need to promote that stuff. Say that one more time.
Pink sugar shea butter.
But you looked at me.
London.
I didn't. I looked that way.
What's in your London?
Take sugar shaker.
Hey, y'all what you call crossover up here, right? That's Miss Martha's cousin, if he went.
Hey, we gotta cut the camera.
Yeah, we gotta cut the camera out. We gotta get ignorant in here, man. We love y'all. Why you said it? Nobody's not cousin. Let me know when that mic is not hot.
So y'all, the new Black Tony. Oh wait, no, let's turn these mics off.
Yeah, let me make sure. Just say my head is on.